So today I'm going to talk to you about a couple of items I'm adding to my menu for Valentine's Day. I have a micro bakery, and so I change my menu up every so often, and I definitely like to add holiday items. However, you don't have to own a micro bakery to make these things. I'm going to show you how to make them if you make sourdough at home. These are great options for the holiday. I'm definitely a big fan of chocolate and raspberry, so I put those two things together for item number one. Highly sought out items is the chocolate sourdough. This actually has been rising for about 12 hours. I stuck it in the fridge because I wasn't ready to bake it last night, but it is ready to go. I've actually had to close it because the rise is so big on this dough. But I'm really excited to show you how it bakes and just talk about it a little bit and what I'm going to add to it to make it more Valentine's Day. Look how pretty that is. And how big it is. Like, these loaves are so great. I love them. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna dust it with some gluten-free flour. I only use gluten-free flour if I'm doing the dusting on top. I just like the way it bakes better. It doesn't get as sticky, and it doesn't turn colors either, so I like that. Because we want that design to be really pretty. Chocolate sourdough, I like it to open really big and have a big rise, and so I like to do like a big cross score, but in those little sections I like to do little designs. So what I'm going to do, let me change the view of the camera. Okay, now you can kind of see a little bit better. I do have some other scoring tools, but I'm just using a razor blade to show you. You can buy a small pack of these at Walmart, but I'm just basically going to go like this. I'm not doing a deep score yet because I want to be able to do my designs. So I'm just doing something like that. And then I'm gonna go in and just do some little scores. You want to score deep enough so it opens just a little bit, but not too much. And you don't want those scores to touch or they will open up the bread completely. So probably should have done something more Valentine's Day, like maybe I can do a heart. Let's try that on one of them. All right, here we go. Let's try something like a heart. Gotta be careful because you don't want to pull the dough too much. I may have to go in with my right hand. I am left-handed, so see how this goes. That's pretty good. Will it bake like that? Nobody knows. It's always interesting to see what happens. Now that I've done my designs, I'm gonna go ahead and do a deep score. You can either put it in the oven and wait 5 to 8 minutes with your lid on and then do your deep score so it doesn't expand as much. Because this dough is so big, I'm gonna go ahead and do a deep score and I'll show you exactly what I do. So I just go in and I'm gonna cut through where I made those lines originally and just So this is what that deep score looks like. I can see the dough really well on the inside. I want that dough to bake really well and expand. So I did it a little bit deeper than I would like a regular loaf just because the chocolate has a little bit more to it. So that's what it looks like. Let's see how it turns out. It's done. It's almost done cooling. It got out of the oven just a little bit ago. Hardest part is waiting. You need to wait at least an hour before you cut into it. One of the ways I suggest passing the time is making your raspberry cream cheese. So I have a piece of the bread. I did some of the raspberry cream cheese and then I topped it with fresh raspberries. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh my, so good. That is so good.